Hello and welcome to the Convoy Virtual World Tour, where we're virtually visiting a few of our key Convoy members from around the world to discuss some of the PR and tech trends in their region. Today I've the great pleasure of being joined by Rafael Tirmarche, who's the founder and managing partner of Factivity, which covers Belgium and Luxembourg. How are you, Rafael?
Fine, thank you, Rob.
Brilliant, great you could join us, thank you. So we've got quite a bit to get through, so let's just dive straight in, shall we? What would you say is the biggest misconception about B2B tech PR and marketing in your region?
What we see, especially in technology PR, is that customers really almost expect that every pitch and every press release is picked up by our media, which is obviously not the case, quite logic. We're seeing that more and more tech media are pushing for partnerships where you combine both PR and advertising, which is a perfect option for our customers to measure those leads, often through content options.
Thank you. And which B2B tech PR tech brand, I should say, is engaging with their audiences well in your region?
Well, and this is a bit funny because they're not a customer, but what I see is Checkpoint is doing really well because their messaging, their communication is genuine. It's honest, and they're quite responsive. As soon as there's a security issue, they reach out to the editors and they get a fair answer, which helps, of course, to build relationships. And that's what press communications is all about: pull versus push. And you hope that they would come back to you. I can give examples of our customers, but well, Checkpoint is doing well.
Okay, absolutely, that makes sense. And what did you say is your top secret then for driving leads in your region?
I don't have any secret, to be honest, Rob. What I tend to focus on is the quality of our service. It's not that the rest would follow automatically, but I focus on quality of service, which helps our customers on the one hand, but I consider journalists as a second customer as well. And that helps to generate quality coverage. And in the end, if I see where our leads come from, it's from our network, both from happy customers, but also from happy journalists who give us as a reference to prospects.
And which B2B PR or marketing trend in your region do you think everybody should be paying attention to right now?
It's not a real trend, and in a way, it's also what I've discussed in the first question you asked. We see that especially smaller scale tech media are really struggling. It's because of the corona crisis, but it's also from before. They in a way, they need your dollars. Yeah, that's why I'm inclined to push for those partnerships as well, because otherwise, if we don't combine them, if we don't give them a few dollars once in a while, doesn't have to be continued approach, of course, but I would say that it helps them to keep the attention going, and otherwise they will the interest will fade and the media will disappear ultimately.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously mentioned coronavirus there. I mean, what is your top tip for managing communications in this virtual world that we're living in now?
You know, the coronavirus in Belgium hasn't really changed a lot because we're such a traffic condensed country and congested country that our journalists, they preferred virtual briefings over physical briefings anyhow before. So I would say pay attention to the quality of your outreach, and the rest will follow.
Great. And then finally, can you give me one word to describe communications in Belgium and Luxembourg right now?
I don't know. Bilingual? Small scale? Yeah, we're working with two languages in Belgium and different media even, but yeah, you need to master both languages.
That's perfect. And thanks so much for your time today, Rafael.
No problem.
Okay, goodbye.
Cheers.